I can get news. All right,
Well,
we're going.
we're going. We're back.
Fucking,
We're here.
I don't have the soundboard. You can't connect it. It's too far. Don't worry about it.
Dragaloons. You dragaloons.
So first things first, dude. I don't think this city is built to drain water.
No.
Like I think it just collects. Like the whole highway was just a puddle.
You know, I
It
guess
rained for like 5 minutes and the whole highway was a puddle.
I guess I moved here like peak global warming, but like everybody was like, "Oh, it doesn't rain in LA." And since I've been here, it rains a lot.
I don't think it ever did.
Yeah, I don't think
it ever
used
did.
to.
I don't think the city was built to drain rain.
No.
Let me see. Los Angeles. I'm typing in all caps for some reason. Rain drainage
Los Angeles.
efficiency. When it rains, Los Angeles sends billions of gallons of free liquid gold somewhere
Free liquid gold.
down the drain.
Oh.
Down the drain. They're saying they should collect the water and use it because Los Angeles has a water shortage more often than not.
We don't have water
Pretty much,
except from
I've been
the Heavenly Father.
taking showers in just dirt.
Yeah.
I just pour sand on myself and that's how I wash off. It's like hot sand. Like you ever seen
That's how the OGs did it.
You ever seen the dudes cook the Egyptian guys will cook the like popcorn and stuff in sand?
Yeah.
It's not sand though, it's salt, I think. I think I always
The
thought it
big
was
like
sand,
pot
but
of
it's
just
yeah,
like
it's just
dirt.
powder.
Yeah.
It's dirt. I think it's actually salt. I think salt gets really
They're
hot.
like, if we cook this long enough, it's gonna turn into something.
I think you can fry stuff in salt. How fucking whacked out is that?
You know what? I'm not a chef.
I think you can. I may
Fry
be
stuff
mistaken.
Just
but I
in
think-
salt.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
fry stuff just to insult. Why is this so fucking?
Yeah, you know, at my work we do like audience shows. You went to one of those.
Yeah.
And like we have like executive producers,
Big
sort of
guys.
people. Yeah, the head honchos. That'll always be like, "Hey, we should cancel this audience show." Mostly because they don't want to be
The
there.
JM, bro.
JM.
Yeah, the JM. They were like, you ever seen that Kanye interview?
All right. No.
No. It's simple. He just says, they're like, he's like Pierce Morgan, and he's like something about the Jewish media, and Pierce is like, you can't say that, and then Kanye's like, all right, so the JM.
No, actually, they're at my show. They're not.
It's the baby mamas.
Yeah, it's more of the BM.
The baby mamas.
And so like all these people, just because they really don't want to be there till like 8:30, 9 p.m. on a Thursday night, they'll be like, we should cancel the audience show. And like my boss, the producer, is like, no, we don't cancel.
How
audience
shitty
shows.
would that be for that guy with that pink floral jacket?
He would be upset.
Does he show up every time?
He would just be dancing out in Sunset for days.
Does he show up every time?
No.
Has he been there multiple times?
Yes.
How often?
I think in like I don't know, we do like 12 a year, and like there's been like 4 years, 48. I think he's been to a good 4 or 5.
That guy's the fucking man.
Yeah, he makes an appearance, that's for sure.
Fucking-
But they'll be like, we should cancel the show, and like 2 weeks ago when it was like raining fucking everywhere, everything all at once.
Yeah.
They were like, we should cancel the show, and he's like, my producer was like, I've in the 30 years I've been producing television, I've never canceled a show because of rain. The next day, I heard him say at one point, he's like, we should have canceled the show. It was awful.
You were the one that said we should cancel the show, or did someone
No, I
else
don't
say
have that power. I would have gotten
think so.
fired if I said that.
I didn't think so. I didn't think you were.
But I was having to be outside all day in the rain, and I was like, we should have canceled the show. We definitely should have canceled the show.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to be there. None of us, none of the audience members. Besides like a couple hours in, and they forgot that it was raining outside. But other than that, it was stupid.
Yeah, I mean that.
It's not a
Obviously,
show
no
worth
offense.
sitting in the rain for.
Yeah, no offense. I appreciated being able to come see a Netflix show be shot, but that experience is not great.
No, it's kind of it's a cattle call.
I'll remember it forever, but not for a reason I'm fond of. I'll remember it forever because of because of LaFonda. That's who
Pink floral jacket?
that nah, just the whole thing.
Dude, I had a coworker who brought his mom, who was from Houston, Texas. Very, very
Southern.
Trump, white,
Oh, she's white.
racist.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say she was black and
No.
from Houston.
No,
Say,
no.
does she sound like Slim Thug?
And it was his birthday, and the DJ was like, "You're the one white person here. What's your name?" And she was like, "Whatever." I forget her name, and he was like, "Oh right, isn't it your son? Like your son works here, and it's his birthday, right?" She was like, "Yeah," and they called him out, and they were like, asked him a few questions, and they're like, "Are you single?" And he was like, yeah," and he just turned around to the audience, almost all black people. He was like, "Who else here is single?" And this like 3,000-pound woman stood up, and he was like, "Mom, what do you think of her?" And my coworker was like, "Don't give her the microphone. Don't give her the microphone." Oh, it was great.
Oh man.
I was
dude.
standing right next to him,
Did
and
she?
I
What'd
had
she
to
say?
walk.
What did Mom say?
She was just like,
Dude, I
Thankfully, we couldn't really hear what she said.
I was at a show. I was at a comedy show last Wednesday night, and this like older like Italian guy comic referred to these black women in the crowd and said that their hair their hair grows like a chia.
I mean,
And it was probably the wildest shit I've ever heard at a
probably could have just said chia.
It was funnier. That he
Sure,
included that,
sure.
because it was the specificity of it. You know.
Was
what I
he
mean?
like Italian with like an accent?
Oh yeah.
Full
Heavy Jersey, New York. You guys could do this, you can do
Oh,
this.
New York.
We could
accent.
have fun together. You know what I mean? Like
Not
one of these-
Italian, New York.
Yeah, well, yeah. What do you get? He's Italian, Puerto Rican, or some shit. What do you?
Yeah.
Who's counting at that point? But yeah, no, it's fucking. That was pretty wild. It was fun. I had some fun doing open mics last week. Last Friday, I had 4 beers and I got a little too real with some people.
During the show? Or
No,
after?
after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have this tendency to forget that I'm autistic when I drink like a couple beers,
That's what beer is meant for.
and I get to me it's like I'm having casual to me I'm like, oh, this is a good we're talking about some real
Sure.
shit.
Yeah.
Not that I'm like sitting there like I'm not, and it's just I guess in LA people are so like used to having a I feel like in LA people have this tendency like if someone's really nice or like it seems like this is like a person's almost too nice, they have this tendency where they're put in a position that I put this person in at this given moment to try to be a therapist instead of just like be a peer,
Sure.
like
Yeah.
have a conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just try to solve their problem.
Yeah. I basically just like talked for like a good 5 minutes about how my dad would physically discipline us, and we're all pretty much fine. Like none of us have like trauma from being smacked for doing something dumb, like staying up till 3 a.m. when we're like 9 years old or whatever. Just like normal shit.
Saying you and your brothers?
Yeah. And my dad would clobber us, a little bit, throw a shoe at us or something for
Yeah.
dumb shit if we were idiots. You know what I mean? Like justifiable shit. And then, I get done and the person is like, Jared, are you going to hit your kids when you're older? I was like, what the fuck, dude? Jesus Christ. Is that what you just took from all this?
Maybe.
I could-
If they deserve it.
If I could, I would. No, I was immediately like, no, dude. I mean, no, but I didn't say why. It truly,
Yeah.
truly is. If I could, I would. But I don't think. I think there's too many. Like when we were growing up, there was still that culture. Like there was still leftover remnants of like that '90s culture, where like hard ass
Sure.
dad. You know what I mean? It's whatever. My dad wasn't a hard ass at all.
I
He
mean,
was
it's still
pretty chill
kind
for
of the
most
90s
part.
in Indiana in some parts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like my dad would like wake up and sing songs in the morning. He wasn't like a hard ass like
Yeah.
army general dad by any
No.
means. He'd just smack us around if we like did something crazy. Like I never did. One of my brothers told my mom to shut up.
Yeah, that's
You're
no good.
getting hit.
Yeah.
That's like totally just. And the person I was talking to just like didn't seem to grasp that. I think it's a very California mind state where it's like, yeah, my brother didn't get hit and he was a fuck up till he was 43, but he's okay now. It's like, well, maybe if he got smacked around, he'd be all right a little bit earlier.
Yeah, he'd have straightened himself out.
Yeah.
No, people. There's certain topics where it's like if you start talking about this, people just like shut down.
Oh,
even
dude,
though
they take the moral high ground in their mind immediately. Like I could sense it. Like the crazy thing is, for me being a super like, you know, what I'm saying I'm an open book, really, in a lot of sense. You know that about me. I'm fucking, you know, I tell you everything. I tell Robbie everything. But like, there's certain shit that I don't care about. Like, there's certain shit that I don't care if people know. Like,
yeah,
I'm open about, you know, my brother's or you know anyone's drug usage that's ever been a part of my life, which it's obviously it's been a lot of people around my life. But I'm open about stuff like that because it's like I guess I'm desensitized to it, yeah, but it's also like not that deep if it's not like insulting. Which like and if I'm talking to someone who it's completely irrelevant to, then I don't understand why they're insulted
it's
on
also
behalf of me.
fucking life is offensive. Life is a real fucking
It's brutal.
fickle bitch.
Shit gets brutal sometimes, and if
And
you
it's
can
like,
talk about it normally, that kind of takes away the brutality.
yeah, people do drugs. People are racist.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't talk. I can't say that though.
People still physically disciplined. There are still parents.
Yeah.
And then the craziest part is this dude was like, oh
Fucking-
yeah, my mom, like, I don't think I thought I got spankings till I was like 7 or 8. And I was like, yeah, you know, that's when my mom stopped giving me spankings too. You're just normal. You're
Yeah.
just kind of being a bitch about getting smacked around a little bit because you probably would have threw a fit if your dad whacked you in the back of the head.
Sure.
Like, and in the end, for about 24 hours, the reason it's still on my mind is for about 24 hours, I was like, do I need to just shut the fuck up sometimes? And while that may be true,
Sure.
I also think I was a little bit hard on myself. Granted, the situation, I think I probably should have been harder on the other person for being a pussy.
Yeah, I think so.
Um,
Sounds like they deserve that. Sounds like
yeah.
they needed a good smack in the head.
Sometimes you just smack that. I mean, like
I'm
not
better
saying-
for it.
I'm not saying go out there and do things to get smacked in the head, but I'm saying that if you're a kid and if you're disobeying the rules with impunity, you need to learn that there are consequences.
Yeah.
That are shocking.
If I got a stern talking to, guess what? I went out and did that thing the next day.
If I put a video game console in my son's room and he's 8 years, I wouldn't even do it until he's like 10 or 11. Even if he's like 11, 12, 10. If I put a video game console in his room with a TV and I go into his room at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and he's up playing video games, up playing Fortnite, brother, I'm going to have to find a way to instill the fear of God in that young man. I'm going to have to find a way. I'm not going to beat him senseless.
You could take the console.
I'm going to take the console, but then what he's going to do, he's going to pull out his Nintendo, he's going to do what I did. He's going to pull out his Nintendo DS
That's just child innovation.
from
right
underneath
there.
his pillow because as his father, I don't remember he has these things.
Underneath his what?
Pillow.
Pillow.
Yeah, I don't remember he has these things. That's just what he's going to grab.
Yeah, that's dad mind.
Yeah.
You're like, that's it.
Yeah. And I'm going to turn to my dad. I'm going to go,
Yeah.
scream through my teeth.
Just
Let me get one of
singing
these in
gibberish.
Can I get these Coffee Johns?
Yeah. Try them out.
I need a little boost and a little pep in my step anyways.
Yeah, I went to trivia last night with some friends,
Nice.
and I felt good. I'm usually the one.
So, real quick, let's find a way to put a pin in this. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you up, but I just want to not segue too hard. I want to put a pin in this. I think I need to stop drinking more.
Drinking more.
Yes, because when I drink, I give up the high ground, the mental high ground.
Sure.
I just do this. I know it's my problem. I think I need to drink less because or at least when I'm around people and like I want to have conversation that's stimulating.
Unless they're matching your level of drinking.
And I'm saying this to people who may encounter this. If you feel like this, if you feel like you have a situation where you wake up and you felt stupid for your actions the night prior, maybe I'm not. I drink a lot. I just had a shot. We're drinking, but I drink a lot, almost every day.
This is apple juice.
But maybe if you're in a situation where you may not go into it thinking that you're trying to impress these people, but you don't. That doesn't mean you want to depress these people. Is that make sense?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that the opposite of impress, by the way?
It must be, but
Right? I
I
never
don't
thought
think
about
so.
it until right now. Until I
I
just
mean,
said
there's
it.
like unimpressive, you know. But I don't
Yeah.
know if unimpress is a verb.
Yeah, there's got to be a better antonym for.
I think depress works well.
Yeah. But yeah, either way, yeah, you don't want to depress these people. And that's it. Like talking about,
Beating
even if
kids.
it's normal to you and you're desensitized to it, talking about like your dad, putting the belt to bottom.
Yeah.
People in California can't really handle it. I'd imagine people in New York can't really handle it either. I'd talk to people in Indiana, especially my black friends in Indiana, and they would totally 100% agree and be able to have a real conversation about it. But that seems
Yeah.
like it's kind of.
Well, and that's not to say there aren't people here or anywhere else that's more liberal that wouldn't be able to talk about it, but for the most part,
There will be artifacts.
bunch of Mr. Softies these days.
There will be artifacts in their mind, like and people love to. This is like a cynical view, but like every time you're too honest, you're like what's the threshold? Every person has a different threshold for too honest with them.
Sure.
Every time you're too honest with a person, it's a fragment, it's an artifact in their brain that's how they remember you by. And it ties into their perception of you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, to a certain extent. It's just like, I don't know. It's just people need to give people leeway. Like, you should be able to say something you regret.
Sure,
And people
I believe that,
can move on from that.
I have so much shit, personally, I have so much shit going through my head that, like, I don't even remember shit. I don't remember shit. The shit that I regret, I'm sure the people don't remember it the same way
No.
that I remember.
No, you always dwell on your own shit more than anybody else does.
True.
Yeah.
People in general or me personally?
No. Like, if you say something
General,
stupid, you are going to think about that 1,000 times more than anybody else will.
Yeah, I guess.
Unless it's really stupid.
To put a final pin in it, it's just like, guys.
Unless you're Kanye, I guess.
Yeah. Unless you're Kanye, try to minimize situations that you show your ass, because even though it's totally fine to show your ass, in general, like it's okay to like act an asshole sometimes, not like be a fucking dick, but like it's okay to like.
I thought you meant literally show your ass.
No, just like
because people will be thinking about that.
For my prime example of showing your ass is like making a slightly racist joke at work. The type of thing that may get you sent to HR, but like you think it's not that bad, so you teeter the line and you tell it to a coworker because you think maybe it's not that bad in your mind. Okay. When you're drinking, that's like, if you're anything like me, that's like 80% of your thoughts, 70% of your thoughts. So if you're gonna drink,
racist joke.
Well, controversial things, but yeah,
sure,
there's definitely some sprinkled in there. But just try to minimize that. If you're the type of person that wakes up and regrets how you behaved because you were drunk last night, maybe just try cutting back. I'm gonna try with you.
Yeah.
Anyways, trivia night. Sorry, I had to put a pin in that.
So yeah, I went out with a bunch of coworkers, which is like that's a hard line to toe. Is like you do have like a work persona that's a lot calmer for the most part than your real life persona, and then going out with people, and I'm like, well, I'm not at work.
Yeah.
So I can say more.
Yeah. Oh my God. If I went to a bar with my coworkers, they would learn. They would all be like, "I didn't know you were like this."
Yeah.
I'd be fired.
I'd
be fired. No, I wouldn't get fired. But
I don't tell anyone about this. Like everybody's like, "What's the name of your podcast?" I'm like, "You don't need to know."
Yeah, it's all right.
And maybe eventually I'll tell them. But
well, maybe they'll just find out because
Yeah.
the New York Post will write an article about it.
Hey, that's the goal here.
Yeah.
But like, it's always like,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
what's sorry? And, um, so like nobody like there was like two people that had like one beer each, and then another person had none. Another person had none, like a Shirley Temple. And I'm like 2 beers in, and I'm like,
Feeling good.
yeah, and I'm like, I might get another one, but the vibe here is not that. And then I had one coworker who, after I finished my second one, he was like, "What is this round 3 for you? Round 3, 4?" I'm like, "Oh no, this is my second one." He's like, "Okay." I'm like, "How many have you had?" He's like, "This is my 5th." I'm like, "Well, I can do a little more then."
Nice.
And but he got to a point. This person got to a point where they were just nonverbal,
Was the guy who fell asleep on the couch that one night?
potentially. And we were like doing trivia. So it's like a very verbal activity, very active activity.
Oh, he's fucking.
Yeah. You want to converse, you want to talk about things. And during the last round,
I get rowdy in trivia.
he
dude.
would just be like, I don't know, is it this? And like, that's like 4 questions ago. And so I felt fine having that third beer is all I'm saying. But you do have to at least match other people's energy.
Yeah, I had a.
Which, like, for me, 3 beers is most of those people's 1 beer.
I had 3 beers,
But I wasn't going to get to 5.
and I walked in to take a piss, and I walked out with my 4th, and I saw happiness drain from people's eyes.
That you were having another?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, it's just Bud Lights. This is not
You know?
too crazy.
Yeah.
I wasn't blacked out or anything either. That's the thing is like it doesn't take much. I don't have to get blacked out and shit my pants to be embarrassed. I just
No,
have to
for
like
sure.
I just basically have to
You say one thing that just sticks with you.
yeah, or like I say one thing that sticks with me because I know it's gonna stick with another person.
Yeah,
So
but
stick
that's
with
the
someone
thing
else.
is like you don't know that. It's like you were dwelling on that one night that shit went down at that bar because you said something.
True.
And nobody really remembered that because
This is true.
there was much other like heavier shit going on.
Yeah, dude. That
And
dude
like you
came
thought
back-
about it for like weeks.
that dude came back and talked about that thing.
The guy from the open mic?
Yeah, dropped the F-bomb during his set.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't how I would have done it. He was like, yeah, he called us all which, you know, he was in a Raiders hat, so Raiders people are, I'm not even gay. And I was like, you fucked
You
up.
could have done better there.
No, I was just like, you can't do the
Yeah.
gay, you can't turn,
Because that's not what that means.
yeah, not anymore.
No.
Not anymore.
I love that clip from South Park.
Yeah, it's great. It's legendary, and it's also so true. Except it's not. South Park is so specific to the bikers. It's something different though. Nowadays,
But they also in that example they were like, okay, if a guy cuts you off in a BMW and then runs a red light, what's
Yeah.
your first thought? Fuck.
fuck. Yeah. No,
This-
yeah, it's pretty. It's
This all is making too much sense.
it's like yeah. I don't know. I can't even remember the last time I heard the F-bomb used to describe like a flamboyant person.
No, never.
Never. I haven't heard that in a movie.
I
That's
don't
the only
think.
time.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard that in real life.
In a Dire Straits song. It's the only other time. It's the last
Is that
time I heard
true?
it. Yeah, when he says the little faggot with the earring.
Oh
You don't know that song?
no, I only know the one Dire Straits song.
Walk of Life.
Maybe.
Yeah, Dire Straits song. I say it in a song. I say it in a song recently. Ironically enough, I wrote it after that night
Yeah.
where I was
Little
like,
inspiration.
I said, I got some issues. I'm not a savage. I don't want to talk about them. I'm not a. And that's who I think is a person who is like always trying to complain about their problems, and it's like being genuine.
It's synonymous with annoying now.
Yeah, it's like douchey, annoying, bitchy.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's not what that means.
yeah.
What you think I mean.
It's not what you think I know. I mean,
Yeah. Get your mind out of the gutter.
but no, I'm gonna have to do a lot of censoring on this episode. But
That's all right.
yeah, you get the point. It's just yeah, I did a joke I forget if I told you about this, but I did a joke where I was like, I got really high. And I looked at a map, a map of the. I'm from Indiana, so I was looking at the Midwest. I never really got that. You know, I mean, if you look at a map, Indiana is, it's in the middle, but it's like it's more east than anything.
That's why we're on Eastern time.
It's almost like it should be the Middle East. Yeah, I said that, and I said I did it better than that, but I was like basically the same thing. And I was like, told my dad that joke, and he was like, "Yes, honey." he was like, "Yes, honey, home away from home." Sweet, confirmed.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's how you should intro now at like open mics at your first. You're like, "What's up? I'm Jared. I'm from the Middle East, and by that I mean Indiana."
Yeah, that's good. I should just break it. I should just make it that quick.
And then you can do a little tangent about how it's not technically the Midwest.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, dude, when I went to school in Colorado, people would be like, "Oh, it's like it's weird being in the Midwest." I'm like, "We're not. This is the mountains. This is the holy mountain. This is not the Midwest. I'm from the Midwest."
Yeah.
And then
Like
people would
Colorado, people say it's the Midwest.
people, I guess like it must have been like people from California in Colorado claiming
I met people from Kansas City say they're from the Midwest, which I guess that's the Midwest. That's the Midwest.
that is the Midwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when they said that, they were like, "Oh, I'm from the Midwest too." And I was like, "Oh, no shit. Where from?" They're like, "Oh, Kansas City." And like, Midwest.
Yeah.
And then I looked at a map and I was like, "Oh shit."
Somebody's like, "I'm from the Midwest." You're like, where? Like fucking Reno.
Yeah, I'm from Vegas.
Some, I guess.
That was fun.
you
Though.
know?
And then I did this joke. I did this joke that I need to keep writing more on. This guy who works at the Comedy Store actually gave me, no, didn't try. He gave me good notes on it.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. It made me feel good. I was like, why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
There was a prostitute hen chicken giving $10 BJs on the other side. He was trying to get over there and seize the deal. This is a low life chicken. Okay, this is not a free range chicken, but this is a free spirited chicken. And you start. That's basically all I wrote. And then I was just gonna start getting into like, I would be free spirited too if I joined the army. Got to like get into like, but the chicken.
Backstory of the chicken.
Get into the backstory of the chicken, like why he's so rugged. Like, he was in the army and then like got dishonorable discharged and like worked the streets of Reno as a male prostitute for years. Everybody wants to fuck a chicken. It's easy money. Stuff like that. I know. Just ripping.
Yeah.
Cornered the chicken bussy market.
Hey, you know what?
Reno.
That's a pretty.
Yeah,
it's a pretty open market.
The guy's seen a shit ton. So I mean. So yeah, point is he's trying to go get a quick $10 BJ. You'd cross the road too for one.
Me?
No, I mean to everyone.
Yeah, you all would.
Yeah, that was a fun one though. Why did the chicken cross the road? Trying to get a $10 BJ.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I like that one. Yeah, it's fun. I did the Barkley last week. It was pretty good. Yeah, dude. I had a good week of comedy last week, and I'm probably not gonna do any comedy this week, but
You need a car.
oh yeah,
you
dude.
need that.
This Zoom's finna get me acting like World of T-shirts in a second here. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
who said that? Fucking fully schizophrenic.
Right in your hand and
Yeah. I'm gonna kill myself.
yeah.
Yeah.
I make $300,000 a year.
This is gonna sound harsh, okay?
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna sound harsh. I don't care what that kid's got. I don't like his attitude.
No. Yeah.
I don't like his attitude one bit.
Yeah, he needs an attitude check.
Big time.
You know, he got like
Big time dude check.
He almost got in really big trouble in, I think it was Japan. They were not having his shit.
I saw clips of him freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even want to think about him. I want to get him out of my mind as soon as possible. Are you guys?
Yeah. So I started a slight segment, I think like 2 or 3 episodes ago, called the Jaglin of the Week.
Oh, yeah.
And I got a good one this week.
Let's hear it.
So, as you know, as probably everybody, all the 3 people that watch this know, at work we do a movie quote of the day, little game.
Oh, yeah.
And yesterday I got it instantly. It was a great quote. It's dodgeball. And people took forever on it. And so one of my coworkers who did the quote, like put it up, we were just making just references after references to dodgeball. And I forgot how fucking funny that movie is.
I watched it on the plane home from Indiana. I watched it recently.
It's so good.
It's so funny.
And so my Jagaloon of the week is
when the machine falls on Rip Torn.
Yeah.
So funny on fucking Patches O'Houlihan.
Jagaloon of the week, movie character who will never, no type of character will ever be like this ever again in film history. Patches O'Houlihan.
Patches O'Houlihan is great, dude.
And we went to his best quotes, and it is so goddamn funny.
He's so funny, dude. Everything. I wonder how much of what he said was improvised.
I don't know. Knowing like Rip Torn, like he's a pretty serious actor.
Was Dodgeball directed by? Well, he was in Freddy Got Fingered. Was Dodgeball directed? No, which is definitely had to be some improvisation. Was it directed by Ben Stiller?
No.
What is that beeping, by the way?
It's the dishwasher.
Driving me nuts.
It's directed by some dude named Jawson, who his name is Jawson.
Jawson.
Yeah. I typed in Jawson and it's just popping up with a bunch of Jasons. That's not him. But yeah, I wanted to rattle off a few gems from Patches to really honor him. R.I.P. So, from the video, this isn't even Rip Torn. This is Hank Azaria playing young Patches.
Yeah.
This is Patches O'Houlihan saying, "Take care of your balls, and they'll take care of you." Great. It's a great quote.
Yeah.
Another one that's just really useful that I might start throwing in there on a daily basis is, "Holy hell, son. You're about as useful as a poopy-flavored lollipop."
Poopy-flavored lollipop. Poopy-flavored lollipop is so good, dude. Poopy.
Because it is.
Yeah.
That's not a useful flavor.
No, it's not useful at all.
Another one is, I love the smell of queef in the morning.
I remember poopy-flavored lollipop, but I don't remember queef in the morning.
And then this is directed at Justin Long, I think when they're like trying to dodge traffic. Queer bait, go ahead. Which queer bait is such a great term of endearment. Is it necessary to drink my own urine? No, but I do it anyway because it's sterile and I like the taste. Just a great,
he's great.
gem for. I mean, this is the real kicker because of the context. Tomorrow we're gonna pecker slap those Globo Gym bastards. And those are his last words. His last words on the planet Earth.
It's crashed by
Pecker slap those Globo Gym bastards.
Pecker slap. Yeah, he has some other ones peppered in there that are better than those.
Yeah. He when talking about the woman on the Globo Gym team, he's like, "I have no idea. All I know is that Dyke can play."
Yeah, dude, Patches is great. Patches is a legend.
One of the best characters in film history, and there never will be anybody like him.
You've seen Freddy Got Fingered, right?
No.
Oh my God, bro. You gotta watch Freddy Got Fingered.
Gotta say, I'm not the biggest Tom Green fan.
Bro, you don't have to watch Bob the Butler. That's a great one too. But Freddy Got Fingered.
Is that Tom Green?
Yeah. Freddy Got Fingered is a classic, bro. You have to watch it.
I like Tom Green in short increments. Like there's a video of like paparazzi like surrounding him and Drew Barrymore's car. Like they had just gotten married and their house had burned down. And she's like super nice. She's like, "Oh," she's probably like high as shit. And she's like, "We're going to Disneyland for our honeymoon. Like we gotta leave. We gotta go." And he's just the whole time he's like, "The house burned down. Oh no. The house is on fire."
That's who he is, dude.
Yeah.
There's this moment he gets these he gets I don't want to ruin Freddy Got Fingered. It's so crucial.
Yeah.
You have to watch Freddy Got Fingered, bro, so we can talk about
I'll
it.
watch it. I'll watch it.
I can't believe you haven't seen it. That's crazy. But Anyways, yeah, Tom Green's great. I get what you mean by small increments, but he is great overall.
Yeah, no, he is funny. Like I do like him, but I'm nervous about watching a movie where he's the lead character in.
Yeah, no, he's just it's great though. It's so
Yeah,
good.
I'll check it out. I got to, especially if Rip Torn is in it.
I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
All right.
I was on. We were watching the UFC fights on Saturday. I was on Discord with Bowman and them, and Bowman and I were talking, and I was like, somehow it got into the concept that the discussion of Bowman and other realities. And I was like, Bowman, dude, like 70 other realities, which is like a lot. in the
You talked about 70 different realities?
No. I was like, I was in general. I was like, in 70 different realities, Bowman's just a truck driver that just like drinks on the road and like stops at every stop for lot lizards. just indulges.
I mean, give it like 10 years. That might be this reality.
It's literally, it's just every reality where Hannah does not come into Bowman's life.
Yeah.
He's
just on the road.
He's just on the road, just hunting lot lizards and just jerking off like in the car.
Yeah. He becomes like one of those truck driver streamers that's just constantly getting like kicked off of like Twitch for just having his dick out.
Oh God, just having like radio sex with other drivers. Over the air radio. Oh my God, it was the funniest thing, dude.
Do we know? He might have a CB radio. He might own one.
Dude, holy shit, dude. In every other reality that Hannah doesn't come into Bowman's life, he's just a piece of shit. Oh my God, it's so funny. Oh, I love that dude. He's fucking the funniest person, dude. Bowman, I love Bowman because Bowman's like smart enough, but he like
smart enough.
He's smart enough, but he like likes to bust balls.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm gonna get you. If you try to bust my balls, I'm gonna
bust yours even harder.
I've started researching. As soon as you bust my balls, I've started my research. Truly, in any circumstance, even at open mic, sometimes some dude will try to bust my balls, or like some other comic will try to bust my balls, and I'm like, oh well,
it's on.
It's on.
Yeah.
I've studied. I'm started studying you.
You have declared war.
Yeah. If I didn't already during your set, I've started studying you, and I'm gonna say what makes you the most offended because. And no one else is gonna get it because I see through you. I do this to Bowman all the time, and he gets it by now. He knows it's coming, but I see through a person as well as I see through myself sometimes. Where it's like, oh, I know what that person's nervous about when they like say that word, or like when that conversation gets pulled up. I see how they like, whatever in their chair, wiggle in their chair when they get nervous. Squirm, yeah, squirm. Yeah, and so I
will exploit that.
Yeah, I will exploit that.
You will suffer.
I will bring you down. But if you don't try to, try to get me too crazy, I'm gonna let it slide. I mean, I can take a laugh. I can bust balls, okay? I mean, Joey and I go back and forth bust balls all the time. By the way, I think I'm gonna start. If he wants me to, and he wants to make the initial investment into the equipment, I think I'm going to start producing a podcast for Joey.
Yeah?
Where he like takes calls and shit.
He should.
Yeah.
He should have one.
I've been looking into it. I've been looking into maybe doing some live shows for us too.
Yeah?
I have the software now. The only thing is we'd probably have to use different software to run audio unless we run the audio through OBS Studio. Anyways, yeah, we should look. We might start doing a live stream or do a live stream sometime soon.
We should. We should start that. We should start Jaglin's gaming. We should start Jaglin's golf.
Yeah.
We should do all of this.
Yeah.
And then start our own golf brand because that's hot.
That would be fun.
It's hot right now.
But
there's good clothes in golf.
But yeah, that was making me really laugh.
Picturing Bowman as a horny truck driver.
Yeah, I wrote down a lot of topics, for this week. One of them is very good, and I wondered if you relate to it, but it might take a little while to talk about it. Should we get into it, or should
We
I
can,
take
yeah.
it? Have you ever shit yourself at a sleepover?
I've probably blocked it out if I have,
Oh,
but
brother,
I'm sure I have.
the time I did it worst, I think the only time really I ever did it is I'll never be able to block it out of my mind. I'll tell.
I don't think I've fully like loaded up my britches,
Oh my
but
god, bro! You've never shit your pants at a sleepover ever. Never had a code brown emergency.
I'm sure
Call
I
mom.
have.
Mommy, I need picked up. Yeah.
Not to that point.
Oh my god, I couldn't even call a code brown. I couldn't even have mommy pick me up the time I did it. Brother, this is a classic story. I don't think I've ever told anybody, but I remembered it. I remembered it from the depths of my mind recently. One time I was at my childhood friend's cabin in Indiana, like in the Boonhounds, nowhere.
Yeah.
And I remember I have stomach problems. When I have to shit, it's it's showtime. Maybe it's right. Time for the big show. Immediately every time. You know what I'm talking about from Nick Swartzen's stand up when he's like,
yeah.
time for the big show.
Like D. Ree.
Yeah. So
Was this that?
no. Oh yeah. So we're at the cabin. I wake up in the middle of the night with the stomach ache, and I'm like, oh my god, like I gotta take a shit. And another reason I thought of this is because it ties back to me, like the thing that used to make my dad the most upset was waking him up.
Yeah.
Like waking up my dad was like prime sin, like you're gonna get killed. And so I woke up middle of the night, and my friend's dad and his older brother are sleeping by the fire outside, and we're sleeping inside the cabin.
Sleeping by the fire outside.
Yeah, and real country boys. And I'm like, yo, I'm getting ready to shit. And the only toilet is just a wooden box, like in the woods. I'm
What?
very afraid.
Wait,
of
what is
spiders.
this cabin?
It's a cabin. It's a fucking cabin in the woods.
Cabins have toilets though.
It's not a night. It's built. They built it themselves.
So this is a shack.
It was the early days of a log cabin that was in the process of being built upon, is added to and stuff. So there wasn't like an outhouse or anything yet. It was just a fucking a wood block with a toilet
That's
seat.
not the final product of a cabin as an outhouse. You have a toilet.
Well, the final product outhouse wasn't included. Okay, so it was a demo. It was a demonstration toilet.
I don't like this.
So I was like, all right, so that's scary. I'm afraid of spiders. It's dark. It's 2 a.m. like in the Boonhounds. You know, that added to the fear. And then I was like, I was too afraid to. I think I tried waking up the dad and being like, "Where's the toilet paper?" type thing, because they have to keep the toilet paper hidden from like raccoons or something. I tried to get like toilet paper, and then I was like, he's not waking up. I guess I didn't try hard enough. I could nowadays I would have been like, hey,
Yeah. Like, fuck
as a
face.
kid though, I was like, hey, I didn't want to wake him up. I was scared.
Of course.
I had this thing in my brain with this waking up my dad's ultimate sin.
Fathers cannot be woken up.
Dude, I guess it just I ended up with me going to there's a porch on the cabin, and I just crying. I just exploded. I went to the corner of the porch, of the on the porch, not over like off in the dirt. On the porch, I took a humongous shit, and then like took off my boxers and like wiped my ass with my boxers, and then like I was afraid to get rid of my boxers, so I just like stuck them in my bag.
Oh.
And like I had like my brother's airsoft guns that I brought with me that were also stuffed in my bag. So like every time I went to get in my bag, it would just unveil this poop. And we wake up early, and Logan, I gotta block out his name. And him and my friend and I go, and we like go fishing and stuff. We go have a fun long day,
And you've got
in the country
a real shitty bum.
And we come. Well, I think I was able to take a shower somehow, or maybe I don't. Maybe I still have shit bum, but like I think I had to have been able to take a shower. There's no way I didn't. I don't know.
How do they have a shower and no toilet?
I didn't really
though?
care about showers back then, so there's no way I did. Plus, it would have been cold water. I don't think I did.
Like, yeah, let's go fishing. Can we go swimming as well? Like, let's...
Yeah, please. Yeah. So we go. We have a fun long day fishing, shooting airsoft guns. We come back like evening. And they're like, "Oh,
It smells like shit.
no, I just
shit
see. I
here."
overhear the dad like, you clean up that bear shit." And then my friend's like, "Bear shit," and his brother's like, "Yeah, I think a bear or something shit right over there on the porch." Yeah, Otis, the dog, was licking it up earlier. And I was like, that's crazy, bro. So on edge. So,
Oh my god.
and I thought I was getting away with it. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought I was.
When you're a kid, you always think that.
And then we're like, you know what? We got to get out of here. They're like, we got to get out of here a little bit early today.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. And so when we go to leave, we're in the car. And I'm keeping my bag close to me, dude. It's close.
Yeah.
I try to keep it close and not, anywhere else. And
Oh my god.
and when we're leaving, I'm like, oh, I can't find my brother's airsoft guns, and I start tweaking because I know if I lost my brother's gun, he's gonna fucking kill me. So I start tweaking, and I'm like, fuck it, dude. I gotta dig through the bag.
In the car.
So I open the bag in the car, bro, and the whole car just smells like human shit. It was like someone opened up a diaper. And the airsoft guns are in my bag.
Oh.
So I'm instantly like, oh, all right. I zip out the bag.
You just zip it up. You're like,
yeah.
anybody else smell?
Anyone else smell that?
I think we had a skunk or something. It
Um,
was filled with human shit.
yeah, and and they make a comment. They're like, oh, some shit nearby us or something. And they're like, someone shit their pants or something.
That bear must have shit in the car.
I think they're subtly making shit my pants remarks.
Yeah.
I kind of don't remember because I just kind of think I put headphones in and tried to tune it out as much as possible until I got home and it was like, Mom, my shit everywhere. And then she just laughed. She was like, oh my God, holy shit.
Like, yo, you're fucking stupid.
So we're so like months later, I'm at my friend's house again, and we're not in the cabin, this regular house, and we're hanging out with this hot girl that lives next to him. And like only time we've ever hung out with this hot girl. I'm always trying to hang out with this hot girl that lives next to him. We're the only time we're chilling.
Who was
like
it?
hanging out on the Carly Witskin.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't even block her name out. She is hot. She deserves to know. But we're at Carly Witskin's house, and it's like, oh man, like this is crazy. Like I always thought she was really cute. I always had a big crush on her.
Yeah.
And somehow Logan, I gotta say his name again, but it just pisses me off every time I think about it. He gets in like a pissing contest. I guess he's just being a bitch.
Sure.
And he's like, yeah, that's why you shit your pants at my cabin. And dude, I remember I just didn't say anything. I just walked away. I just walked back to the house, went to his mom, and was like, yeah, can I use your phone? I want to go home.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then I remember my friend came back and he like tried to convince me to stay. And at that point I was like, no, you suck.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you suck.
Yeah.
You're a shitty friend.
The pants have been soiled, my friend.
Pants have been soiled.
And you did it this time.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll always feel like a stupid little autistic kid for that. Like this is one of those like special little retarded kid things to do. But yeah, I do still. That's still not a good thing to put your bra on the spot like that, even as a young child in front of the huzz. That's
not in front of the huzz.
That's like those memes where it's like the guy puts his homie in a headlock right as soon as the huzz walk in. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's probably the worst time I've ever shit myself at a sleepover though. Undebatable.
I have so many of those instances, but never. I don't think ever at like somebody else's house.
Bro, like I was like 8 years old.
So many times on vacation, but like with my family.
That was like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember
easily,
it vividly,
if not more.
I remember walking up the cabin steps and hearing his brother be like, "Yeah, Otis was licking up the shit earlier." And I was just like, "Oh my God!" I'm pretty sure it was green shit. And it was just a pile of green shit.
Ugh.
It was just like perfectly plopped. Like it looked like someone leaned up against the corner of the porch and just let rip, dude.
Should
The
be like,
only
maybe the bear had no other options.
the only thing that could have been worse than that is if they woke up while I was doing it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that
I
could have been
caught
worse.
you in the act.
Oh my god, bro! I have a pair of red flannel polo pajama shorts now. I cut. They were pants though that were the ones I was wearing when I did it.
Oh my god.
I still wear them. I still wear them to this day. I still
Yeah,
remember
give
the
me
underwear was like Fruit of the Loom. It was like blue. It was like teal and like green plaid. So my shit blended in. The green.
Fucking hell.
Holy fuck, dude. Yeah, dude. That was
Yeah, that gave me a lot of anxiety.
You're
I
telling
have
me
too many of those stories.
it still gives me anxiety thinking about how like his dad probably remembers that to this day.
Yeah.
Like if I brought it up, they'd probably 100% be like, "Wow, yeah, I remember. Of course, we all knew you shit your
Yeah.
pants.
It was obviously not a bear.
We all knew you took a shit on the deck."
Yeah.
They probably racked their brain why. They were all country boys, so they were probably like, "Why didn't he just wake us up?"
Yeah.
They don't know the magnitude at which like I woke up with a horrible
No.
stomach ache and like immediately needed to shit, like immediately, like no hesitation, no finding the toilet in the woods. Like I
Yeah.
had to wake up in diarrhea on the porch.
No, I've had so many of those stories where I just like, I woke up having to go to the bathroom and wouldn't because I didn't want to wake people up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
People don't understand the anxiety of a child with a dad who, if you woke him up in the middle of the night, would be furious.
Especially not LA folks.
No.
I think LA
Hell
dads
no.
wake up on the drop of a dime and take
Yeah.
care of their little boy.
They're like, do you want me to wipe your ass?
Yeah, you want me to fucking put my nose in it? See what you see what you ate? See what digested the best?
Let me check out the microbiome of
Let me see what your asshole's digesting the best. That's LA dads for you, dude. You gotta get out of LA before you have kids, or you're gonna start doing stuff like that.
No, I want to be that. I want to do that.
Christ.
I want to be like, no, I'm tired. Just shit the bed.
Well, yeah, that's one of my deepest, darkest memories of my whole life. But
Yeah.
I think I had a breakthrough where it's like in South Park where they're like, oh, it's been 22.3 years. It's finally funny now. Age
Sure.
is finally
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
I think it finally became like not an extreme fear that people knew I shit my pants when I was 7, and I was like, wait a second, this is actually just funny now.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to Facebook my old friend and tell and confess.
No,
But I'll talk about it on the
sure.
podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah,
enough
dude.
time has passed.
Just I think I bet you some people have those stories. If you're watching this,
Everybody has
If
to.
anyone watches this and you have a story of when you shit yourself at your friend's house or you shit yourself, at a girl's house is even better. Oh my god, that's even better. There's this UFC fighter who talks about how his first date with his wife, she was in the shower when he got to her house, and he he shit in her trash. He like in her apartment, like she had a trash.
Because
and,
he
like,
had to go and she was in the bathroom.
and she was in the bathroom, and so he took a shit in her trash can bin.
Jesus Christ.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
Quite literally, shit happens.
No,
Dude.
I love the classic, like, who knows if it's true, but like that meme story where it's like the guy got like drunk at his girlfriend's like parents' house and shit in the litter box. And he like woke up, like text the next day, and she was like, did you shit in the litter box? And he was like, no, wasn't me. Must have been the cat. And she was like, my parents' cat died like 3 months ago. He's like, crazy. I don't know. She cleaned out the litter box.
Why is there still litter in the box? The cat.
I don't
It's
know.
got to be a meme story, but yeah, great either way. I'm gonna use that next time.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of did. It was a wild bear.
That bear must have been scared. He must not wanted to wake everybody up.
This fucking dog is weird. Eating shit.
Check on that
Yeah,
dog.
your
Man.
dog is weird as shit, dude. Eating shit and shit.
Eating green shit.
Yeah, it's weird.
How'd you know it's green?
Just because it's green doesn't mean it tastes good. Had I know it was green, I think I saw remnants.
No, I'm saying like
Oh.
the brother's like, yeah, the dog was eating it. Like, weird, dog eating green shit. Like, how'd you know it was green?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
bear, you know.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, there's like
Bears
a
eat
bear
leaves?
shit on the porch. When is this morning? While you guys were here? It's crazy.
What, like at like 2 a.m. last night?
Yeah, like 2:45. I wonder if he couldn't. I wonder if he didn't have toilet paper either.
Huh. I wasn't awake then, so I wouldn't know.
I wonder if he didn't have toilet paper. I wonder if it's like it's in a suitcase, all the poop.
I wonder if all the poop's in my bag.
I wonder if he put all the poop in.
You should have immediately run to your backpack and be like, I think the bear shit in here.
He used my underwear to wipe his ass.
This fucking pedophile bear took my underwear off.
Freaking weirdo bear. Could have sworn I was wearing these last night. He pooped in my pants. The bear pooped in my pants.
Bear took off my pants.
Fucking intuitive bear.
Shit in my pants.
Pooped in my pants.
Wiped it all over my own ass.
Those are the Goldilocks of bears. Just came in and used up all my pants.
He must have thought my pants were just right.
Yeah. Yeah, he thought my pants were too poopy. He moved on to some other pants.
You just open your bag like, I think everybody needs to check their pants from last night.
You guys got to check your pants.
This bear was on a rampage.
Papa Bear, you might poop in your pants too. I don't know. Yeah, anyways, this is fucking legendary.
Oh.
Think a bear might have done it, dude. The dog was eating it. They knew. I can only imagine
Of course they knew.
I can only imagine the dinner conversations they had with my friend, where they were like, "Buddy, your friend shit on our house, not in our
on the side of
on
our
our
house.
on our just shit smack dab on the fucking finished wood."
Hey, do you know how Jared's home life is? He took a shit on our porch last night.
Blamed a bear.
You smelled that in the car, right? That was him.
They shouldn't have told me the dog was eating it, dude. If they never told me the dog was eating it, maybe I would have fessed up and been like, I admit I pooped.
I pooped.
If they didn't tell me the dog ate their family dog ate the shit, maybe I would have confessed to it and I wouldn't have this trauma. But
What if they tried to like get it out of you and been like, yeah, the dog was eating it, and you know bear shit's lethal to dogs.
Yeah, I had already gotten it all out of me. But
We got to go to the vet because this dog needs a stomach pump. There's a whole lot of bear shit in it.
Holy cow! Thank God they didn't go that deep. But holy shit, it was. Yeah, I remember, dude. The waft of shit that came over the truck. It was a truck, so we were like in a tiny little scrunched back seat, and just the windows immediately rolled down as soon as I opened my bag. The windows down. It smells like a shit in here.
Yeah, they knew.
Yeah.
They probably woke up to you shitting and were like, we'll deal with that later.
No. I don't think so. I don't think they did. I don't think they did because
you don't think they witnessed the shit?
No. Fuck. All right.
Well,
yeah.
Let's see it.
Let's hear if anyone ever watches this and you got a story, please share your shit yourself story in the comments. Those
please make me feel better about myself.
Well, no, it's not, nothing's gonna make me feel better, but at least let's all feel bad together.
Yeah. Well, let's see what kind of story Jack's got for us.
What's up, boys? It's me. It is absolutely fucking frigid out today. It was nice, like 50-something degrees when I left this morning, but now it's just ball-bitingly cold. I'm sure California is probably a bit warmer. It actually looks like it's fucking snowing right now, but a beautiful day at the very scenic campus of IU Indianapolis. Got one last class tonight from 6 to 9, so I hate myself. I hate myself more than I've ever hated myself when I have this class. So hope you guys have a good sesh.
What did you say? What class it was?
No, not in this video.
Sometimes night classes are kind of nice, dude.
I don't mind it.
No,
I feel like the professor's like done for the day too. They're like,
bro. And when you get out of that class, you're like, all right, well, I'm going to get fucked up.
Sure.
Immediately. I'm out of class, especially like a nice Thursday last class of the week. No Friday classes. Oh my God.
It's Wednesday, but yeah.
No, I know in general though.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's good shit. He said 6 to 9. He said
6 to 9.
He said 9. Funny. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. Nice.
Yeah, it would be better than Indiana if it wasn't fucking raining all day.
Yeah.
All this damn rain. Trying
Yeah,
to go
it's-
play some golf.
I'm trying to go fucking look at cars, and I can't even tell because the whole engine is sopping wet from people driving.
Just fucking
Can't
do
tell
some
if anything
burnouts.
leaked. Yeah. You can't tell if any leaks for the most part. I mean, you can tell like acid leaks and stuff, but oil leaks. But you can't really see oil leaks covered in water. I don't know. That's what I noticed. Anyways, all right, let's get into pitches because I got to pee
Alright.
again already. Pitch. Let's get into pitch.
Pitch. All right. This one's a bit of like a comedy thriller, I would say. You know?
Okay.
Like that Adam Sandler Jenna Aniston movie, Murder Mystery. But this one's good. On a Caribbean sex cruise, young hotshot Vinny Ventura contracts a fatal strain of gonorrhea and dies. Now, his best friend Johnny must safely navigate the rest of his escapades on the cruise while trying to find out who killed his friend. This is Hedonism 3, A Wet and Wild Adventure.
Okay. This is a porno?
No. Not, maybe air on like Cinemax, but
Yeah.
no.
Sounds like it has potential to show some skin.
No, you won't see full pen
Full pen.
penetration.
But
yeah.
Okay, so what is the guy going around
These-
fucking people?
Yeah, these two friends go on a sex cruise.
Well, the guy dies, but does the other friend keep fucking?
What is he there for?
I mean, not to get deathly gonorrhea.
Exactly, but he's like, I gotta go undercover now, bang these broads, and figure out which one killed my friend. That's why he has to safely
Yeah, doesn't he?
safely navigate the rest of his
He's
escapades.
He's gonna have a few close calls. I mean,
Yeah. He'll wake up like, every other day and be like, that doesn't look right. And he's like, nope, I'm good.
it's just chlamydia
Yep.
this time.
Just syphilis, the slow killer.
So what's the end game?
He finds out who gave him the gonorrhea.
He rips off their mask.
Yeah.
Would have got away with it. It wasn't for you meddling penis.
It wasn't for Mayor Roberts.
If it wasn't for your meddling penis, I would have got away with it.
Yeah,
The mystery of the AIDS.
pretty much, yeah.
Mystery of the AIDS virus.
I'm thinking we could throw in like every like scene in the background. There's like a Scooby-Doo looking character. Yeah,
What does that look like?
somebody in
ghoul?
somebody in an ascot.
A ghoul or a goblin?
No, not a villain, just like a main character.
Oh, okay. I see. Like Fred.
Daphne's in one scene.
Yeah.
Fred's getting his fucking rim job.
I always forget that an ascot has nothing to do with a mascot. It's just a necktie, right?
Yeah, I'm sure there's mascots with ascots though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Plenty.
Oh, I say that probably about do it.
I'd say so.
I'd say so. It's a good pitch. I like that. Has a lot of room. Sounds a little horny to me, but it'll be like one of those.
Who
it'll be like
isn't?
one of those American Pie type movies. So like one of those.
Yeah, but a little murder mystery.
One
in
of
there.
those coming of age, CUMING of age.
A classic Who Comet.
Yeah.
You know,
Bingo. All right.
that's the tagline right there.
Who comment?
Who come in this guy?
Who coming? Who coming? This guy. Who shit on the porch?
Yeah,
Was
we
it the
should-
bear?
I think it was a bear who gave him the gonorrhea.
I don't remember. I don't remember who signed off last.
I think I did.
He did. All right, guys, made it this far. Thank you so much for watching, babies and gentlemen. We've gone again.